Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we have the Locomotion Models Virgin Trains East Coast Class 43 high-speed train, and this is the limited edition by Locomotion Models, which is replicating, as you can see, the Virgin power car that was put in this livery to celebrate the 40 years of the National Railway Museum. So recently, some people who follow my Instagram may have noticed that I put out a post sort of mentioning that I wanted to get basically a modern style engine, or well, train I guess, and essentially I sort of narrowed it down between this and the Virgin's East Coast DVT set that's out at the moment with the Mark IV coaches, but it was sort of a very resounding sort of get this one instead. Well, especially get this one first, prioritize this one. So that's what I ended up doing, as it is a very special limited edition. I think there was about 20 of them left when I purchased out of the 500 that have been made, and yeah, I've been really looking forward to getting this, as I've mainly sort of focused and modelled steam on my layout, which is where my main sort of interest lies, but recently I've sort of became more interested in these sort of the modern sort of stuff that we see today. So this is probably a start of a few sort of modern style trains that will be coming on my layout. So let's get started. The box is obviously the sort of standard Locomotion Models in association with Hornby, as you can see down there, R3502, the product code, and I really like this packaging. It gives you loads of information on the back, obviously the little diagram on top with what you get, and obviously up there you can see limited to 500. So yeah, we've got a bit of history on the back, which sort of references mainly this engine here, this power car, and essentially saying how it was, well, the original Class 43s were built in this period here, 76 to 82, and they're essentially designed to sort of, well, they needed high-speed rail links between major cities in the UK, and the HST, this 125, was essentially chosen, and I guess they originally came out in the intercity blue and yellow, which I think most people will have seen. So yeah, these are the fastest diesel units in the world, and this one in particular, which is based up in Edinburgh, as you can see down there, has actually featured being sort of a commemorative engine for the Railway Museum before, where it says here National Railway Museum the first 10 years, and it carried that livery for 12 years, and they've decided to redo it for the 40th, which I guess is nice. Nice to see some sort of unique custom liveries. So let's get started with the unboxing. Okay, so I've moved the camera angle down a little bit. Should be a pretty simple task to get this out, but obviously I am no expert on modern engines, so this is sort of a learning experience for me. We've got the certificate here, so I've got number 359 out of 500, which is always a good thing to keep, just adds a little bit of value. We've got the instruction manual here, as you can see, Class 43 HST, and telling you sort of how to take all the engine, well, the sort of the body of the engine off to fit a decoder, as I found out recently, the dummy power car actually requires a DCC decoder as well as the actual engine itself. I think only running on digital, because of the lights. Quick glance at the engines. the finish is actually really nice. Yeah, the finish is amazing actually. It looks really, really good. So I'm just gonna off camera take these out of the box just to be delicate with it. Okay, so here we have the engine, the power car here, and then this is the dummy unit behind, and it's apparently the actual dummy unit, the number is the same as the one that actually ran when this first was shown up at York. But this finish is actually really nice. It's obviously got the modern sort of individual headlights, as the old one sort of had the sort of strip that ran across with the lights. It's got the streamlined sort of casing, sort of air intake or something, vents up here, as the new ones do. I don't know if these doors are actually... Oh, they do open, yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but the doors do actually open, which is quite cool. Let's see if they work on this one as well. Oh, yeah. I'll try, yeah, you can see on there, the doors open, which is quite a cool feature. The finish is really, really amazing. The detail of this sort of lettering down here, you can read every single word. Obviously we've got the number of the power car here in red, but then sort of around that we've got all the names of the engines that are owned by the National Railway Museum, and then we've got this sort of fading image here of some of the sort of special engines. So that's like the Flying Scotsman, I think, in there. That's like one of the Deltics or something, and that's something like the Rocket or something like that along that lines. If you turn it over, oh no, that's the Rocket there. I'm not sure what the other one is, or is it? I'm not sure. And then we've got the Mallard and the Bullet Train there. But all this writing, look, you can read every single word, which is really, really cool. And then we've got these etched nameplates here with National Railway Museum, 40 years and the date, which is a pretty cool thing. We've got that on both sides of the power car. We don't have any nameplates on there, it's just a number. And we've also, if you can see that, there's like the faded Virgin sign or badge, sort of logo underneath. As obviously because of this, obviously that's what the normal power cars look like, and this one has all this in the way, or where that badge normally would be. So they've sort of made it faded out under there, which is quite cool. And yeah, the detail on it's really good. I think you can probably see in there all the cab detail, and obviously we've got the doors again, which open. We've got all the detail down there in the bogies and sort of in this bit under here. All the vents, we've got the fans up on the roof, and it's the same for that engine over, well, the dummy car over there. And yeah, it's just a really nice sort of thing to have, a really unique thing, and I think a perfect sort of set almost to get to sort of get myself into the modern sort of image. So moving on to the dummy car, obviously it's pretty much identical. You can see them like for like at the front there. It's obviously identical sort of model wise, it's just the finish really, and the weight on this is insane. I did not think it would be that heavy for the power car, whereas this one, it doesn't weigh anything really, which is good and bad, I guess. I have been told that when you're running the power car at the back of the end of the train, if you have a long train and you've got the dummy car at the front, if you're trying to go pretty quickly around turns, sometimes the dummy car can derail. So I have seen and heard about people putting weights into this dummy car to sort of fix that problem, or alternatively, as both dummy car and actual power car need decoders, I've actually thought maybe about, seeing as Hornby are releasing the TTS sound decoders individually, I'm very tempted to get one and put it in the dummy car, just as there's obviously going to be a lot more space in here compared to in there where it's got all the engine and everything. Obviously you do need an actual decoder still in that, but I think it would be better almost to put the decoder in there. You could even put one in each, to be honest. But yeah, I'm really excited about getting this set. It's obviously a very unique limited edition set, and yeah, I'm gonna go put it on the track now and see what the two of them look like. Okay, so I've put the power car and the dummy car, as you can see, on the tracks. I'm really excited to sort of see how these actually how these run with all the lights and everything. But yeah, it fits sort of right in. Well, sort of, if you get what I mean. Like, obviously I've got mainly steam engines on here, but I'm looking and always design my layout to sort of be able to sort of switch in between, and sort of have that capability of being able to take all the steam engines off and running modern locos on there as well. But obviously I've got another locomotion sort of engine over here, the Flying Scotsman, with the support coach, which I believe is over there. But yeah, so to have the two of them on the tracks, I might have a little running session with the two of them at some point. But yeah, without any further ado, I'm running on DC at the moment, just because obviously I haven't had time to fit any decoders or anything. And yeah, so I've just left it simple. Oh, let's have it go the other way. So you can see it takes off immediately and very smoothly. It's one of the smoothest running engines I think I own, really. I don't know if that's because it's one of the modern engines or what, but yeah, but the lights, I'll try and get a good shot of them when it comes around again. I've never had an engine sort of that comes standard with lights like this, but you can see them there. And then on the end, you've got the red lights, and that's just a really cool feature, I think. But yeah, this is obviously something very new for me, but quality wise I would say it's top notch, really. It's pretty outstanding. The finish on it is amazing, and the running quality is one of the best I've ever sort of experienced, really. It's so smooth, having no problems with anything, really quiet running. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting some Mark III coaches to sort of make it look a bit more realistic. Let me just stop it here. Another thing is, I thought it might have some issues going over this sort of, I guess this was a custom built sort of crossing, but it's having no issues at all. So obviously now we've got the dummy car running sort of in front. Oh, that's quite cool actually, how it's just automatically switched the lights. So we've got the red lights on the back here. But yeah, once again, sort of at this speed, it's doing absolutely fine. It's obviously got no coaches in between, but we've got the front lights there and the rears there. Don't know if you can see that. Let me turn my light off on my camera, and maybe we can get a bit of sort of view of the lights if we come down here. There you can see the headlights there, and the rear sort of reds there maybe. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. The quality of this engine is amazing. I would highly recommend it, and if you've got any questions about this engine, or this sort of train pack, I guess, feel free to sort of comment, or on any sort of social media thing that I'm part of, on YouTube, Facebook, anything, and I will try and get back to you as best I can. You'll see this engine, well, this train pack, sorry, quite a lot in the future, because I'm intending to sort of enhance the sort of modern sort of image on my layout, and be able to run both. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I'm gonna hopefully just set up the tripod in different positions and have some cool sort of video of it running around to end the video. But yeah, thank you again for watching. I don't obviously know too much information on this type of engine, as it's sort of the first sort of modern image engine that I've sort of had. So all sort of information and feedback is very much appreciated, because I'm learning still. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it if you can purchase it. There is obviously only a few left available, but I have seen some on eBay, but they are sort of at quite a lot higher price. So if you like the look of it and you've got the money, I definitely recommend going and purchasing it, even if it's just for sort of an investment for the future, really. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you have, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video.